Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous with me, Bring It On. Off camera I was exploring this place to make sure I didn't miss anything, and I found this wall I could walk through. Which I assumed was a bug of some kind. And so I looked it up. Turns out that's related to a mythic path that I locked myself out of. And based on what I saw, there's no reason to. So my advice is don't destroy the Wand of Zacharias. I think it's an evil decision not to destroy it, because I believe it was a good decision to destroy it. But by destroying it, you lock yourself out of a whole new dungeon and extra content. By not destroying it, you're not locked into the mythic path that it's related to, so there's no downside to not destroying it, besides making the one evil choice, but that's not going to shift your alignment, so not a big deal. Also, I was looking over my characters off camera, and I noticed a few interesting tidbits. One, my main character hits like an absolute truck. 31 to 43 damage. That's not including my gear. I get an extra +2 from these gloves while mounted. And I get a potential +4 damage from this because of outflank. And if the enemy is challenged, I get an extra +3 damage from this amulet. And that's not impacting this damage either. So on top of this, an extra, was it +9 damage? 2, 3, and 4. So yeah, an extra 9 damage on top of that. No one else is even close. 8 to 13, 5 to 14, 15 to 24. I mean, land's getting there, but still. Not even close. That's absurd. Also, with Regil, because I took that mythic feat for him last episode for the 2-weapon fighting, he no longer takes any penalty on 2-weapon fighting, so he's getting his full attack bonus with both attacks, which is awesome. But something interesting about his weapon, if we look at it here, you get the special effect here, then it's also listed as axiomatic and enhancement +2. If you look in the offhand, it's also holy. So the offhanded attack does an extra 2 to 6 points of damage against all creatures of evil alignment, which is not connected to this special effect. It is weird because even if I take it off, it doesn't show that holy effect. You can only see it when it's equipped, and if you look at the offhand. So it does more damage than I thought it did. A good chunk more, too. So, it's a very, very good weapon. Alright, let's head down the mountain, speak to Godfrey and friends.
No mistakes.
Long trek down, let's hope Saruman isn't watching.
Ready for anything.
Yeah, I just want to share a couple of neat tidbits about the party and just how hard my main character hits. It's absurd. Alright, long walk down. Regil looks at Socio with contempt. Despite their difference in height, it seems it's the gnome who's looking down on his counterpart. You want to ask me about something? I'm listening. Socio lowers his head with cold respect. Thank you for finding the time to listen to me. It regards a personal matter. There was a woman in your squad. She perished, covering our retreat. I don't even know her name. But she carried this shield. It once belonged to my brother. Do you happen to know how she came to have it? Personal matter? Of course. How silly of me to expect a relevant question. Regil chuckles. After savoring the expression on Social's face, he continues. Her name is Marenta. She turned out to be a better soldier than I thought. Too bad she still wasn't good enough to survive. She transferred to us from the Order of the Nail, the Extirpators chapter, if memory serves me right. I wasn't interested in her reasons for changing chapters, and she never gave any. Such transfers are not forbidden, but they are not encouraged. In any case, she already had the shield when she came to us. The only way to find out where she got it from is to ask her former chapter. The gods only know where they are now, which demons they are slaughtering. Thank you for your answer, Paralictor. With cold politeness, Socio lowers his head and bows before the knight, then turns to you. It seems I have reached a dead end. This isn't the end. You can still find those knights. Perhaps if the goddess helps me. But where are they? Where do I even begin to look for them? If only I had a chance to talk to her while she was still alive. Socio looks away. I sound so selfish. She died, and all I talk about is what she could have done for me. But it's not only that. The shield was Trevor's treasure. He would have given it away for no reason. How did this woman get it? Did she deceive Trevor? Kill him? Or perhaps the opposite? She meant so much to him that he gave her the shield voluntarily. I keep mulling it over, trying to understand, trying to imagine what happened to my brother, and what role Marenta played in his story. If she was still alive, I might have to exact my vengeance for my brother on her. Or maybe we'd sit next to each other, and she'd tell me all about their adventures together. She might have become my mortal enemy, or a sworn sister, but she's dead. She's just dead. None of that will happen now. You understand? The cleric's voice trembles. Perhaps we'll meet these extirpators. I shall pray that we do, but I won't hold my breath. Cecile shakes his head. Let's talk about this later. I need time to gather my thoughts.
I know the way.
Very soon, Galarian will look like this place. Hearing about the horrors of the world wound and seeing it all with one's own eyes are two very different things, it turns out. The neighbor looks at you with apprehension. She rarely reaches out for your shoulder, then jerks her fingers away. That flash. This time was even brighter than it was over the Great Garrison, and you've changed again. Erebeth emerges from behind Inevia's back. Her body is covered in bandages, her hair is threaded with gray, and her voice is weak. It's as if she has aged a decade. You still came for me. For us. The half-orc's voice breaks. I thought it was the end. Nevia takes her wife by the arm, as if fearing she might fall. Commander, I admit, I've never believed in miracles. Now I know why the Queen put you in command of this army. Today you did the impossible, again, right before our eyes. You pulled your people from a demon's mouth, opened the road to Drezen for us again, and you saved my family. Again. We've lost many people, but our army is still in fighting form. Yes, many died. Even more will die yet. Today, tomorrow, every day until the end of this war. But every day there's another chance to save someone. She gives you a carefree smile. I hope these would-be crusaders do not easily forget the lesson this night has taught them. This night has left scars on our soldiers, on their bodies and in their hearts. But it also showed them that the power of demons is not boundless. We can destroy the demons, and we will. Fighting the demons in our own territory is better than waiting for them to come to us like they did in Canabras. We're on the right path. Might not be the easiest climb, but we'll be fine. And why are the glum faces? We won. Come on. She raises her sword to the brightening sky. To victory. We're finished here. I suggest we head back to the camp. The stench here is horrendous. Besides, I don't mind catching up on some sleep. Is that right, Your Majesty? Are you tired? You don't like the nasty stench, huh? Should we put in a complaint that the demons didn't greet you with the proper etiquette? As if you know anything about proper etiquette. I remember this night for the rest of my life. Darren's shoulders slump, but then he grins. I've always wanted to throw a bash in a church. I suppose this counts. Fingolfwe whispers so only you can hear. This beast possessed a terrible, unholy power, and still it fell at your feet. I was right about you. You're more than just a mighty force. You are our hope. For me, for us, for all of Galarian. Another thing, Commander. Your tiefling pal ran off the night of the attack. Nobody's seen him since. I'm not sure we'll be able to find him. He left without a trace. I'll get the survivors back to camp. Let him rest up a little while. Let him rest up a little while at least. It was a scary night, but we've still got Drezen ahead of us. Alright, go ahead and head back to camp ourselves. By that, I mean probably do some Crusader battles. As the story unfolds, you draw closer to events that have the power to change everything. Some quests and locations may become unavailable. Proceed when you're ready. Deal with this first. Level 5? We can take on another level 5 army, I think. I'd rather go for the level 4 army, but I don't think that we can. I think it's going to make us go through this army first. Oh, that's a shame. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll mercantile a bit, we'll sell some stuff, we'll try talking to Sociel about his quest, then we'll do some more Crusader battles. Commander, Master Garm looks mildly embarrassed. So sorry to distract you. I could use some advice. The soldiers are worried. Everybody can feel it. The decisive battle is coming. The big one. The one we started the crusade for. Some of the lads are getting real jittery, and I was wondering if there was anything I could do to help them. But ask the bards to come up with a rousing song. Maybe throw a little shindig. Yeah, I rather like the idea of a rousing song. You do? Well then, I'll round up our bards after the sun goes down, and ask them to compose a song so brave and fierce that Drezen will just fall into our hands. Alright, don't need that. Definitely don't need all of those. I'm still on the fence about this shield. Alright, Darren, what do you get? Mythic Channeling. I don't think there's any question about that. So whether you channel energy to heal or kill, it's especially potent. When you channel energy, the damage you heal or deal increases by a number of points equal to twice your charisma bonus. So, no downside for him. He is a heal bot. And that is it. Let's see. Let's go get this for her rapier. The damage you deal with your chosen weapon is truly awesome to behold. Oh no, that's right, it's equal to half your mythic rank, so we're not doing that yet. I keep forgetting that. Instead, we can do Weapon Finesse Mythic. You're an expert with weapons that rely on your agility. When using Weapon Finesse, you may also use your Dexterity modifier instead of your Strength modifier on your damage rolls. Does she not already? She already has that. Slashing Grace or whatever, so yeah, we don't need that. I'll do this instead. Your attacks are truly vicious. When you use Piranha Strike, you gain a +3 bonus on damage rolls instead of +2. When your base attack bonus reaches +4 and every +4 thereafter, the bonus on damage rolls increases by +3 rather than +2. What did she get? Another Hex. We'll bump that up for the extra will saving throws. And let's see. I was going to grab healing here, I think. Well, we'll grab this instead. Then here, let's see. Let's go for any sort of raise. Or actually, Death Ward would be worthwhile, I think. Let's grab that instead. Alright, grab her next little mythic feat. So the accuracy with range attacks is unmatched at point blank range. The bonus on attack and damage rolls granted by point blank shot increases to +2. Works for me. Alright.
Follow my lead.
So let's go talk to Social first. Good afternoon, Commander. How can I help you? Do you think about what the Hell Knight told you? Yes. Social shakes his head. Another dead end. I still know nothing. How could Trevor have parted with his shield? I can't imagine. You must believe in your brother. If he gave away this shield, it means he had a good reason. I do believe it. I do. What could have made him part with our family relic? You know, it's not only the Hell Knights who told me the truth. Knight Tierbait refused to tell me anything about my brother's fate while I was serving Canabras. But after these events, she finally broke her silence. The things she told me. Social shakes his head. He was a good fighter, but a terrible knight, and an utterly worthless paladin. He became more and more cruel as time went on. He started caring more about destroying the enemy than protecting the innocent. He gushed over Prelate Hellrune and his witch hunts. Eventually, the goddess's patience wore thin. When he beat up some poor fellow for blasphemy, Jalen took away Trevor's powers. That was a huge blow for him. He left the city, asking only that his disgrace be kept secret from his family. That was why Erebeth didn't say anything earlier. Brother, my brother. But how? He's always been kind, merciful. Where could this cruelty have come from? Have you gotten used to your new powers? Such power. It's like I'm a young priest again, taking my first steps in service to the goddess. When Shaylin first entrusted me with the power to heal the wounded, I was so afraid to touch anyone with these hands. I didn't wash them for a week. My mother took me by my ear and led me to the wash basin. The cleric smiles a broad, boyish smile. Of course, the powers you gave me are far stronger than those granted to a novice cleric, stronger than most clerics ever receive. It is not my duty to feel proud of them, but to use them in the service of others, and ensure that what happened in Canabras, what happened to my brothers in faith, will never happen again. Now, what do you think of your brother's fate now? I can't wrap my head around what I've learned. As if we're talking about a different person altogether. How could he? Why did he give his shield to that she-devil in black armor? Oh, Shaylin, let this all be a mistake. So I wonder if I can talk to all the companions about their powers again. While looking around the place, the Count seems quiet and dejected. Ah, Don Quixote. Hello there. I'm feeling uncharacteristically pensive right now. Or rather, I'm finding it rather difficult to put my thoughts into words today. I'm trying to understand something. We've been traveling together for a while now. What's your opinion of me? So is this flirtatious? You don't let anyone get close. There might be a good reason for that. You can always count on me if you ever need any kind of support. Darren's eyes widen in shock. He looks at you with bewilderment. Then he smiles. Have you any idea how terribly insipid you sound? Throw in some extra nonsense like, you can confide in me. I'll be adamant that you were raised by a couple of trite playwrights who put you to sleep by reading their boring scribblings on the workings of the heart. Oh, fine. You know why I asked you that? Because the answer to the question, what do you think about me, usually reveals more about the one doing the answering than the one doing the asking. Now that I've got you thinking, let's proceed with the usual small talk. You want to talk about your past? I've been thinking about you a lot since our visit to Heaven's Edge. Darren's face grows grim. I don't like discussing such unpleasant things. You seem to be quite capable of having fun, so why are you... I don't even know what you're trying to achieve here. I suppose you can always ask. I'll decide whether I want to answer or not. I wonder if I tell him about... What happens if I tell him that I know about the past, if we'll get attacked by the other. Well, tell me honestly, do you miss the people who died that day? Darren is silent for a moment. His people seem to pulsate to the rhythm of his thoughts, or emotions perhaps. I regret leaving my mother alone. She deserved a better death than that. They confined her to her room so that she wouldn't infect those who still believed they could avoid the illness, and... Oh, I forgot that you didn't know. Alright, that's enough. He shakes his head. Let me be blunt. I don't care about my so-called kin at all. People die every day. None of those people were my friends. They are dead, I am alive and able to enjoy life to the fullest. Besides, there are many things far worse than death. Were you ever close to your mother? Darren sighs. Perhaps. Maybe. My mother loved me, and I loved her, even though I was a thorn in her side. How can you truly be close to your parents when you're just an arrogant whelp? At least I was lucky enough to have a real mother, instead of a countess mother. Aristocratic parents often see their children as valuable investments, and vessels for all their ambitions. Well, thank you for your answer. Can you come up with something more exciting to ask me about? For example, why hate equestrian statues? What befell the marble horse of my... marble grandmother?
That is not far.
I guess we can't ask Sociel about his, Or Sociel was the only one who could ask about the powers. Alright, let's go rest up then. We'd like to do at least one crusade battle before we... No, wait a second. Where is...
I'll go ahead.
We got a bone to pick with you, Nura. How can I help? I'll be glad to help in any way I can. But how? That's the question. When the gargoyles attacked the camp, what were you doing with that vial of alchemist fire near my tent? Forgive me, Commander. He looks at the ground. Despite everything, I'm still quite unsuited to war. I belong in a library somewhere, not on the battlefield. When those beasts fell from the sky, I panicked. The fire, the screams, the monsters, the chaos. I ran to you because I could see you knew what to do. As for the vial, that was completely stupid. I just wanted to arm myself with something, but I knew fire wouldn't work on demons. Why did I grab that alchemist fire, and not something that would actually work? I don't know. It's not my first time in the wound, but I still haven't learned how to fight.
I know the way.
Strange perfume. Small bottle with a unique scent. It smells of something sweet with occasional harsh notes, like the air before the storm. Alright, already read that. When we fought the swarm of Vescivores, someone put a handkerchief soaked with pheromones in my pocket, which attracted the insects. I found a vial of the same pheromones in your tent. Nura's cheeks blush a little. That's my perfume. Perhaps it's strange to take perfume on a crusade, but you see, Knight Commander, it's my reminder of a more normal, peaceful life. What I'll go back to after we've won. And besides, her cheeks blush even more, and her voice drops to a whisper. The smell drives men insane. I have no idea how the smell affects infernal insects. I'm a historian, not a demonologist. Perhaps a malicious person used my perfume to lure the Vescivores to you, but I swear it wasn't me. Maybe. Nura again lowers her voice to a whisper. Maybe one of my admirers is trying to hurt you and set me up. Enough lies, Nura. It's time to tell me the truth about what you're doing in this army. Hey, got an achievement. You want to know the truth? Her face cringes painfully. Here's the truth. I hate all of you. If I'd been there the day Aurelio Vorlesh opened a rift to the abyss, I would have gladly handed her the ingredients for the ritual. I put the pheromone-soaked cloth in your pocket. I wanted those hellbugs to eat your smug face off. I was the one who set the tents on fire that night, and I told the gargoyles who to grab. Every day I was in your army, I did all I could to hurt you. All the things I would gladly do to you, and it would be but 1,000th of what you deserve. She hides her face in her hands. When I was 8, I was auctioned off like livestock. They used a stick to train me to obey, like livestock. The paladins of Mendev helped me. Of course not. Even when we passed through a Mendevian city, none of those warriors of good lifted a finger to set me free. Slavers aren't demons, after all. Nora looks up and stares at you with eyes red with tears. The first time I came to the wound, I wasn't seeking adventure. Ronan dragged me here on a leash. You think the demons bribed me? I was happy to betray him. Without a shadow of a doubt, expecting nothing in return. I poured a sleeping potion into their soup, or soup pot, opened the gate, and waited for the demons to come and tear them all to pieces. And me along with them. I didn't care. But the demons saw the real me. They made me a cultist. They offered me a chance for revenge. I'm here for revenge. I only want one thing. For the demons to devour you all. You, your queen, all your heroic knights. And after that, the whole world can burn for all I care. Whole world can burn for... Yeah, I think there's an extra burn there. I'm sorry you treated so badly. I'm sorry you were so badly treated. Why do you want revenge on us? We're your friends. You're not my friends. Nora spits at your feet. You want to show me compassion? You're too late. You should have cared when I was helpless, when I couldn't protect myself or even think of revenge. But now I don't need anyone's compassion. And don't expect any from me. Nora snatches the wand from her belt, waves it quickly, and disappears into a portal. What a jerk. Lindsay 2.0 isn't as good as the original.
Follow my lead.
I'm assuming I can talk to Anevia about that. She should have caught a cultist in our camp. I guess we're on campaign, it'd be harder to do, but still.
As it should be.
I can't confront her about putting a cultist in my camp. Alright, well. That's disappointing. I can't confront anybody about that? Okay. Is anybody gonna wonder what happened to, Where's it at? I guess somebody's gonna wonder what happened to Nura. Rich girl, quick question. What do you see in this picture? This looks like, or just some ink blots. Looks like a heart lying in a pool of blood. Why show me something like so vile? That might be more telling than we, well, based on that and all of her voice lines. The fact that we can't see her alignment. It might be more to that than we, are supposed to believe. Alright. Let's get out of here. Oh, I should have got something for Land's blindness. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna call the episode here. I'm gonna, off camera, I'm gonna go back into the camp, do some purchasing. I'm gonna buy like a potion of remove blindness for Land. Probably pick up a couple extra scrolls for that as well. And there's something else. Actually, you know what? Let's just go back in, because Vasily Rathmis is dead. We need to talk to his apprentice. So we'll go a little bit longer. Commander, a slim young man, almost a boy, holding a shepherd's staff in his hands, looks at you with admiration and awe. He seems unsure whether to salute you or drop to his knees. Hesitantly, he simultaneously raises his hand in salute as he bends in a deep bow. Who are you? My name is Kyoto, Commander. Out of the Shepherd, from Last Wall. I am from a humble stock, village born and bred. I used to watch over the sheep, and once when I was a boy, a cleric passed through our village. Old Jod was his name. He was a kind man. He gave me an apple, looked me in the eye, and told me, "You've got a pure soul, boy. I see you're going to serve Aristol just like myself." There's no way I could be a cleric. I don't even know the letters. When I heard of your crusade, my heart told me to join you, so I did. I may not know how to fight, I can still help the warriors, heal their wounds, and comfort their suffering souls. I ran away from home in the dead of night, taking nothing with me, and came here. Since then, Aristol has started to give me spells, just like to a real cleric. That's how I came here, the boy sighs. At first I just helped Honorable Rathmus, and then, since he's gone, oh woe was me. What kind of help can I expect from you? After Honorable Rathmus was gone, I was put in charge of the scrolls here. There's so many different ones. If you need, I can read them too. We're only here at camp. If you're going on an adventure, you better take another cleric with you. A stronger one. Just don't think it's because I'm scared. I'm not. It's only that I just get in your way. I see you're tending the altar now. Let me cast a glance at the altar of Abadar and sighs. I know it's not exactly the done thing for a priest of Aristol to tend an altar of Abadar, but what else can I do? I can't leave our soldiers without protection from the corruption of the Abyss, can I? And I can't leave esteemed Rathmus's work unfinished. Now show me the scrolls you're selling. Alright, so does he do potions as well? He does not. Either way. Grab a couple of these. I might give this to somebody in my party. We don't need another one of these. I'll go ahead and sell that. Let's check a couple of things real fast. What does this do? Weapon finesse feat. This amulet allows her to apply her dexterity modifier, place her strength modifier. It's all unarmed and natural. Okay, no, this is very specific to weapon finesse. Don't want that. I'm gonna hold to that. Actually, this might be good for Camellia. This is one armor class, but she gets that DR. And it looks a little better. Alright, Lan, let's get you fixed up real fast. Where is it? Alright, good. He's all fixed up. Now let's go check out the altar. Assuming there's something of note, since we know that he's still
That is not far.
maintaining it. Cool. Oh wait, there's one more thing I want to buy. Darn it, wrong place. I'm gonna buy that ring for Camellia.
I'll go ahead.
While I'm thinking about it. Wait, did I already buy it? Maybe I can't buy it anymore. He's supposed to sell a ring that improves Ice Plant. I don't think that that. So we're not taking her with us. Yeah, where is it? I don't think that I bought it. Huh. Well. Else needs a robe. I guess we can equip it. Looks pretty good. Magic missile. Also, I wanted to give the thing that these to Regil. He's more focused on damage than Sela is. It gives him a +1 morale bonus on damage rolls against demons. There we go. Alright, that's everything I wanted to do. I don't know what happened to that ice plant ring. Maybe you can only buy it in Act 1 from Vasily.
I know the way.
You can't buy it from his apprentice, which I think is a little lame. Because the apprentice sells everything else that Vasily sold. Unless I bought it at some other point. I didn't give it to her. Not a big deal. I mean, I don't plan on bringing Camellia with me anyway, but... Oh, that's right. I equipped that on him because I wanted him to find anything at the Lost Chapel that I had missed. Forgot to sell that. Oh well, not a big deal. Either way, let's exit the camp. I'm going to call it there. Next episode, we'll do some crusade battles and some more exploration before we head to Drezen. A little off track there at the end, but it's all good. This place. Screw this place. We'll probably deal with this next time. But for now, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.